Hey, fourth graders, we just have this one sheet today, and I know that we worked on averages when you were in third grade, but we're going to review, and I think it'll come back to you. I know we worked on it at the end of third grade, so it's a good skill to know. So they're going to give you a set of bowling scores, and we're going to find out what the average, or another word for average, is. If you ever see this on a test, you might also see these two words mean the same thing, average and mean. If I want to find the average of some scores or the mean of some scores, they mean the same thing. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at bowling scores. So we're going to look at 3 different scores and we're going to find what the average was of those 3 people that were bowling. Okay, and there aren't that many on here, so I'm going to go over the 2 steps that we need to do, and I'm probably only going to do one together and then give a couple of clues because I think you guys will catch on pretty quickly. All right, so step 1, okay, is always just to add my scores, okay? So step 1 is to add all the scores. Write that up there. So I'm going to write them just like this because I have to show my work. And step 1 is to add your scores. Okay? So go ahead and do that. See if you can get that done before Mrs. Hagen. So start adding. Step 2, we're going to talk about what step 2 means. Step 2, we're going to take our sum that we got when we added them all and divide by the number of add-ins, and we're going to talk about what add-ins means, okay? It's a fancy word for number. All right, so let's see if you guys got the same thing I get when I add. 8 plus 1 plus 7 is 16, and 9 plus 1 is 10, and 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So I have a total of 606. That is not my average, okay, because I'm still on step 1. Step 2 is to take your sum. We got 606, didn't we? And we're going to divide it by the number of add-ins. Now let's talk about what that means. The number of add-ins is how many numbers are here. That's the number of add-ins. So I see 1 number, 2 number, 3 number. Okay, so that's the number we're going to divide by is 3. Okay, and this is long division. So we're going to remember how to do long division, aren't we? Okay, remember how we see how many times 3 can fit into 6 without going over? Who remembers that? Okay, so I do my count bys over here. On the side, I'm going to go 3, 6. Oh, 6 works perfect, and that was 1, 2. 2 3s equals 6. Remember, then we subtract. Then we bring down our next number. And can we fit 3 into 0? Nope, we cannot. So it fits in 0 times. Then we bring down our 6. Can we fit 3 into 6? Yep, we already said it fits in 2 times, doesn't it? So then we know that 6, and then subtract that, and there's no other numbers to bring down. Okay, so the average of those scores is 202. Okay? So you will have that division problem for a second step. Okay, first step is add, second step is to divide. Okay, so I think we're going to do another one together just because the long division, maybe just to review that again. Okay, so let's do B together. First step is to add. Okay, you guys are good at that. All right, we got this. Add those up. I've got 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. And then I've got 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Okay, and then I've got 5 there. So I have 568 when I add up my numbers. Now you're thinking, what do I divide by? Well, remember, how many numbers are right here? Okay, that's what you're going to divide by. So I have 568 under my house, and I'm going to divide that by 4 because there are 4 numbers there. Okay. Then I start my count bys. I look over here and I say, how many times does 4 fit into 5? How many times does 4 fit into 5? It only fits in 1 time. So I can fit 1 4 in there. Then I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. I'm going to bring down my next number, 6. And then I start over again. How many 4s can I fit into 16? Here I go. 4, 8, 12, 16. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s fits into 16. Subtract. And then I have another one. My last number to bring down is 8. How many 4s can fit into 8? 1, 2 4s can fit into 8. Because 2 times 4 is 8. And then I'm done. So my final answer for the average was 142. Okay? I kind of felt like I was going a little fast there. Hopefully not. All right, so Mrs. Hagen's leaving you with, I'm going to help you kind of like set up a couple, okay? So let's look at D. First step is to add. Get your number lined up so you can, numbers lined up. And then like that. Okay, so you'll add up, and then under your house, you're going to put whatever you get right here. But then I can tell that my divisor is going to be 3 because I have 3 numbers. So whatever number you get there is going to go under your house. Okay, let's look at our next one. I have 111 plus 97. Same thing here. Add them up. And put that number under the house. I can see that there's only 2 numbers here, so that's going to be my divisor. I'm going to put a 2 there. Okay. So move that number up, put it under the house, and divide. All right. Next one, I have 4 numbers to add up. I like to put the biggest number on top, just because it's a little easier. And then 64 and 79. And you do need to add correctly, because if you don't add correctly, your average will not come out even. Okay, so if you're over here doing your division and it's not working and you have a remainder, that means you did something wrong with your adding. Okay, move that number under the house. I have 4 numbers right here, so I know that my divisor is going to be 4, okay? And then you've got one more. I'm not going to write anything down here because I want to see if you can do that one on your own. And remember, this page is in Notability under the 4th grade math PDFs. You can just do it in Notability. You might want to watch my video first, or you could print it out as well, okay? Thanks, guys.